So I'm gonna wait and see this time. There's nothing I can really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd? Yeah, exactly. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment for an assassination. I should go turn my heater off. It's getting hot in here. Oh, shit, it is. Hang on. I hate to keep doing this. How many times now have I walked away from the desk? Like, seriously. If you were ordering from McDonald's, and the cashier just walked away from you and started talking to themselves, so you'd probably go somewhere else, wouldn't you? Alright, where were we? Payment. For abroad. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida. Edwards, you're going too fast! Then the bellboy the witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses now. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer. Why does that name sound familiar? Wait a minute, he's my brother! No. He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. And I wasn't supposed to tell anybody about it, but now that you've forced me into a corner... yep. That's right, Mr. Powers. You've been smooching with my... You were smooching with my brother. No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. It's gonna be something really obvious, isn't it? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What?! Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. So happy. Man, he's so happy. I love him. The second time. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. You know, in the bathroom. Still don't have my bell. I don't know. What did I do with it? It's been like 2 weeks now. I should have gotten that thing back in here. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yup, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That's all we need for now. But I'm not done. There's still more. We're trying to draw this case out, so shut up. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer, then we shall see. Yeah. Good job, Edgeworth. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room, and if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. Uh-huh. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. No. This is no laughing matter. Oh, sorry, I just did it. I couldn't help myself, man. I'm a fun guy, what can I say, man? I ain't no mushroom either. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. So, how bad did you have to go? Was it number 1 or number 2? Yes, please tell me what time it was. I don't remember. I don't time my bowel movements. I went to the bathroom pretty soon after that, and then I came back. Then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10. Alright, that makes sense. You're not one for details, are you? Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. And that's when the bellboy you saw earlier came out of the room. So he wasn't like... Did he see you, though? That's the thing. To be sure it was the same bellboy. Who could mistake that face? Or that fraction of a face. You don't sound very sure of yourself. Then again, this is text, so how can I really know? Still, it doesn't seem like... of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. There's nothing to press there. So, I assume there's nothing. Now that I think about it, the bellboy did seem kind of out of place. I really don't need to press this either, I guess, but... I don't know, I just don't want to get too happy just press everything, and that's too predictable. Besides, I watch myself back on these, and it's like, please, don't press every single one of these. If you know what the answer is, just do it. So what exactly was so out of place out of him? Herbs. Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because we're playing a game here, and this is really fun? Empty-handed. So we didn't have the juice anymore. Was Adrian covering for him? Why did she keep saying all that stuff about pouring the juice then? Oh, well, the juice was already in there, though, right? So her story still could have been true, then. Never mind. That bellboy was one of those room service people, but he wasn't pushing a cart. He wasn't holding a tray, either. Well, he could have been horse-keeping. I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? This is interesting. I'm gonna try it. Try to pull a fast one. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't. Rabbit season! Duck season! Wabbit season! Wabbit season! Duck season! Wabbit season! I say it's duck season, and I say fire! Oh. Well, Your Honor, I asked that the witness previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Darn. Well, we kind of have to keep the suspicion on the bellboy, because if we don't, then it's going to get discarded, and they're going to force us to change the subject. So we have to keep some suspicion on him, like it's like walking a tightrope, you know. Yeah, okay. Thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. Alright. So you're only just now hearing about this assassin, I don't know. Yeah, please be so quick as the judge. But it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But he really is the assassin, you know? Yeah. But you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible. Yeah, I know. So what was that other thing I could have done? Let me go back and see if it'll let me do the other thing in that one situation. I kind of get the feeling this is the statement I need to be working on here anyway. Yeah. It was, did we talk about this last time? It's doing it again. We're pressing statements twice and getting new stuff. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would have come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Well, yeah, because the wine glass was in there. Another job for the court record. So let's go back. Hang on. Okay, he's saying it's strange. Or saying it's not strange because he left the wine glass in there. Okay. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up and believed it must be true! Oh! But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches, you know? And I need to blow my nose. So a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious? Just because they have stitches? Oh my god. That's not a... there's a name for that kind of logic. I'm not sure what it is, but I've read about it, and it's pretty bad. I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. I was about to say, what I was thinking just now is, oh my god, we are wasting time here, but then it's like, well, that's the point. That's what we're supposed to be doing. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. It's not blood. It's tomato juice. Now, if you would look at what's on the top of the table in the lower right corner here. Yup. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. Ah! But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Unless, of course, he did it. But right now, we're assuming it's whatever we're assuming. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? I blame you for leading me down this route. Well played, Edgeworth. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed. What? Huh. What, was he a Guado? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I never looked at his hands, really. That bellboy, he was wearing gloves! Oh no, not gloves! There's more gloves getting involved here. Yeah, pitch black leather ones. Covered in soot. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Yeah, usually they wear white, right? Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Oh, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We want to get Matt Ongard tried for this, because he is the person who hired the assassin. Now, making the assassin look suspicious is not a bad thing. The only problem is we're trying to get there as slowly as possible. But it's not bad that we're making him look suspicious as long as we can do it slowly. But how slowly do we need to do this is the thing. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. You should have said, hey, baseball players wear gloves. Does that make them suspicious? No, I'm just kidding. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious? Oh my god. Oh, I gotta find out what that is, what that's called. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Seems that we finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? So now it's like we're defending the bellboy, sort of. And I guess that only makes sense. So let's just pretend, let's just play along here. Second meeting. Let me just blow my nose real quick. Yeah, I think we'll cut that nose blow out for a change. So after leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. You stood there long enough to see all this? He gave something to the person inside the room. And the old guy just left without even going into the room. What? After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Okay, so the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, some accident. I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. Yeah, well, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix is so not into this anymore. He's so not about this. He's like, they need to just bring Maya in here right now. But if they really want to bring this all the way to a crescendo, Then Maya's not just gonna show up at some random point here. Or Gumshoe, or anybody for that matter. So after leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. Alright. So presumably he went in there, killed him, left the juice in there, and then went back over probably to tell Matt that he had done it? Or to leave his card? Well, wait a minute though. Adrian found the card in the other room, so he wouldn't have gone over to leave the card. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? Are you my friend or are you my foe here? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and sort of sneaky spy-like... Ah! Oh, please, doesn't it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. Alright. He gave something to the person inside the room. So did they open the door like a tiny bit and just... I said hold it! Yeah, you did. I'm okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, fine then. You want to be that way about it? I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Ask about the person inside. Actually, I don't know. I couldn't see. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Okay, well, what was on the arm? You didn't see the person's face? Yeah. Yeah, you didn't see it, or yeah, you did. Never mind. But it was Mr. Onguard's room, so it had to have been either him or that manager. About this something. He gave something to this person. Yeah, and what was this something? I don't know, I couldn't see it. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would it? Was it a Deep Blue Something album? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Oh my gosh, it does, doesn't it? Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? Oh, I think it was something kind of small. I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. Sure. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all he could see was the person's arm. Maybe he thought he was giving it to Matt, but he actually gave it to Adrian? Because that's what I'm gathering here, although I don't want to assume anything just off the bat. For now, we have to assume that it was still Matt, once again, with the whole truth thing. My biggest mistake in this case I've noticed has been being too quick to assume that I was right about something and then assuming that that was the truth, and then trying to contradict that truth by when I'm supposed to be contradicting the lie. But, you know what I mean. Of course, Your Honor, I think this is of the utmost importance. The utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. What would he have gotten? Here's another thing that I was thinking as I was watching the video back. That bear that we found by the door, the kitty door, I still think that bear has a videotape sewn up inside of it. I also think that since Maya was locked up in that room, she probably watched the videotape, saw what was on it, but was unable to give it to anyone in any way because the door was locked. So she hid it inside the bear, stuck the bear through the kitty door so that we would find it. Of course, how would she have known that we would be the ones to find the bear and not the butler himself? That remains to be seen, but anyway. So, Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. Yes? I almost don't want him to tell us because I want to look through and be surprised and figure it out for myself. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Wooden statue. Let's just look right now. Oh, wait a minute. Is it the camera? Is it Lotta's camera? Maybe that wouldn't be it. Was it the bear? A wooden bear-shaped figurine, dude. But what was it doing there, and why? Hang on. I'm thinking too far ahead. I gotta stop doing that. But I swear to God. Shit, I'm wrong, aren't I? What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath. Was I not supposed to show that? Oh, crap. I think I might have just walked right into that. Crap.